Hello everyone, Tracey Ford here from my studio where all the magic happens. And in this video, I'm going to share with you some of my favorite songs, new and old, that you can find in the 2019 Preparatory book. Please watch my introductory video so you can understand where I'm coming from and why I love the RCM Voice Syllabus so much, and how you might use the voice series with your students. If you don't have the Preparatory book and you're thinking of getting it, this is the perfect video for you. But if you can access the 2019 Voice Syllabus and just look at the PDF online, then you can, make notes about some of the repertoire if you're curious about looking at them later. This video is for anyone who's teaching students that are of a younger age or developing level. The preparatory level is the first in the elementary level, we could say, that goes up to level 4. So I'll be doing other videos on levels 1 through 4 of the 2019 series. I find that the preparatory level book is perfect for my students who are in 2nd to 4th grade, give or take. Sometimes I try some of the songs with younger students, and even older students might enjoy singing some of these songs. So when you open up the book or look in the syllabus at the titles that are also listed, just scanning through some of the repertoire, there are 23 songs, which is a great selection. 9 of them are in foreign languages, and I'll talk a little bit about that at the end of the video. I'm a huge foreign language buff and love teaching foreign languages to my younger students. So many of these songs are folk songs that are arranged by some of RCM's favorite arrangers like Forrest Kinney. I've seen Harold Burston's name in the 2019 series come up, Christine Donkin, Linda Fletcher, Mark Mrzinski. These are wonderful songs that may be known by either Canadians or Americans, and they're wonderful arrangements for piano and voice. Many of the other songs are actually composed with young singers in mind, and some of those composers even write the lyrics, for example, Lynn Marsh. So let's get into kind of like the beef of the songs, and I'm going to pick out some of my favorites and sing a little bit of them. Forgive my very poor piano skills and my tired voice at the end of the week. One thing I do want to say about the piano accompaniments, of course, if you buy the book, you have access to them online, but I have loved playing the accompaniments for my students, even if I'm faking it, and actually playing the accompaniments to some of the lower levels has helped me improve my piano playing. So that's motivation for you, the teacher, as well. So looking at some of the songs, they're songs about animals. These songs let me back up. These songs are songs that a young singer can handle vocally, musically, and dramatically. And most of them are selected so that they help the student develop balanced registration. They're written with a general treble range in mind. You cannot really belt your way through these songs, and so they'd be wonderful if you're trying to balance out a student who might be hefty in the lower register. Also, they contain many moments for teaching musicianship and musical literacy, and the stories are fun and really encourage the singer to develop confident, engaged performances. So the subject matter is subject matter that's fun for kids. Animals, nature, goofy, funny stories. So let's talk about some of those animal songs, because I happen to be a fan of the big animal song. There are songs about rabbits, monkeys, bears, donkeys, dogs, butterflies. I will say that there's no song about cats. I'm going to work on that for the next series and compose some good songs for about cats for these young singers. There's even a song in Spanish called The Farm, which is a Spanish version of Old MacDonald Has a Farm, where a student could bring alive some of the animal sounds. So one of my favorite songs about animals is A Cookie for Snip. I think everyone should sing this song. It's one of my favorites, and I'm going to give you a little preview here. It is in the key of D major, and I have transposed this down to C major for my students. I teach on a digital keyboard, which has changed my life, and I would encourage you, if you find any of these songs are out of the range of your student, put it in the range that the student is comfortable with, and then go from there. Oh, piano was not on. We will remedy that in a second. So this song is about the singer gets to be in the moment, being a dramatic character, begging for a cookie for herself, in my case, and her cute little dog. Who wouldn't want to sing a cute song like this? Please, please, may I have a cookie? One for me and another for Snip, because when I eat one alone, his tongue goes drip, drip, drip. And that's just the first section of the song. But you'll notice at the end of that phrase, there's a nice rallentando with some staccato markings, and you get to put a nice P on the end of drip and teach students how to really sound final consonants, which is always a fun thing to do. There are some really wonderful songs that would allow like a really energetic, kind of boisterous singer to really get into it. Some of those songs really encourage an animated performance. I really like When the Saints Go Marching In, which is an African-American spiritual arranged by Forrest Kinney. It's on page 18. There are actually 2 African-American spirituals in this book, which are wonderful for both, singers in the States and Canada to explore that genre. But this one is a wonderful, When the Saints Go Marching In. It's a wonderful, boisterous arrangement by Forrest Kinney that would really support the singer and give them a chance to practice. Throughout the song, there's different dynamic markings, but mostly forte. So really would, allow that singer to get into it. A Cookie for Snip is another one that's really animated. La Granja, which is the Spanish version of Old MacDonald Has a Farm. Come to my farm, my beautiful farm, and look at my animals. And then you can go through the list of different animals. Vengan a ver mi granja, que es hermosa. Vengan a ver mi granja, que es hermosa. El patito hace así, cuá, cuá. El patito hace así, cuá, cuá. Oh, vengan amigos, vengan amigos, vengan amigos, vengan. Vengan amigos, vengan amigos, vengan amigos, vengan. So, really animated. Come friends, come to my farm. The singer can become the animals, which would be really, really great, maybe for an even younger singer. There's some challenges with singing in Spanish and Italian that you can point out to the singer that, for example, in the first 2 measures of the text, vengan a ver mi granja, que es hermosa. Que es, they have to learn how to put that que es hermosa, and they'll encounter that in some of the Italian songs too. So that's a nice opportunity to introduce some of the challenges to singing in Spanish. And then Donkey Riding by Linda Fletcher has a really like kind of boisterous feel to it, and that would be a really, really fun song too for a student that you feel like needs to express some energy. Of course, this has to do with traveling through Canada, which I, of course, love Canada. Would love to go to Quebec again. Have been there once. Were you ever in Quebec, stowing timber on the deck? Well, there's a king with a golden crown, riding on a donkey. Hey ho, away we go, donkey riding, hey ho, away we go, riding on a donkey. And some nice contrast between, the hey ho's always really get a singer to like engage the breath and put some energy into the sound. It's nice because there's a forte statement, and then the 2 measures after that are marked piano, so it allows a young singer to get to experience really producing those dynamic contrasts. Forte, piano, forte, piano. Donkey riding, love that one. Okay, another animal song that I love, and there's several songs in this book that are just goofy and silly and funny, is Monkeys. So Monkeys is by a composer named Herbert Bellier, and there's one other song called Rabbits that's in this Preparatory series, but I'm kind of fond of Monkeys because most of my students are monkeys, so it's perfect for them to sing this song. One of the things I love that this song challenges the young singer to do is to sing some really long phrases and to make a jumpy song kind of smooth. So you can encourage them to sing legato, smooth and connected phrasing, kind of like the swinging of a monkey. So here's the very first entrance of Monkeys. Monkeys are fidgety things, jumping on ladders and rings. They puff up their lungs and stick out their tongues and hang by their tails from swings. That was the long phrase. They bicker and fight and tease and scurry around through the trees. They get enough light and argue and bite, then examine each other for fleas. Hilarious, right? The second verse talks about the monkeys having a lot of fun and that their teacher, the very last line, they rush all about or go off and pout. There's a nice fermata there. They're a great deal, says teacher. Another fermata, like us. So if you feel like your student is ready to really take on executing changes in tempo, this is a great song for that, because at the very end, in the 4 measures, they have to do a molto rallentando to a fermata, then slower lento to another fermata, and then end very quickly. So this is a really fun song for trying out some changes in dynamics. One other hilarious song about animals is Donna Rodenizer. A wonderful Canadian composer. She's also in our Facebook group, Voice Teachers for Young Singers. She writes so many songs for singers of all ages, and a lot of them have a bluesy feel, cool swingy feel. So this song, I Need a Home for My Dinosaur, is hilarious. The students love it. I'm not going to be able to play it, but it has a blues shuffle and swung eighth notes. So this is an opportunity for you to introduce what, swinging a rhythm is all about. Cool intro. I won't be able to play this and sing at the same time. I need a home for my dinosaur. I need it right away. I need a home for my dinosaur. My mom wants to give him away. That's the chorus. And then I gave him some cornflakes for breakfast in a china bowl with a spoon. He sure did love those cornflakes, but he also ate the spoon. Very cute song, very fun. And really would be great for someone who likes to be goofy and tell funny stories. That's from her source, Dinosaurs, Dragons, and Me, Songs for Elementary Level Students. I'd like to check out some of your other songs, Donna. I have to get that book. Michaud is a song in French that's very funny that talks about climbing a tree and then falling out of the tree. So again, would be a fun song to explore. Michaud is on page 37. Michaud est monté dans un grand pommier. Michaud est monté dans un grand pommier. La branche a cassé. Michaud est tombé. Où donc est Michaud? Michaud est sur le dos. Ah, relève, relève, relève. Ah, relève, relève, Michaud. Couple really fun things that musically you can pull out of this song. There is some dynamic contrast. There's a molto rallentando right at the part before you say Michaud is on his back. And there's the grace note. Students are going to really think this tiny little note, this cool grace note before le do is fun to execute. And they see the U vowel in French. That's always fun to talk about the mixed vowel. And then le do, it almost kind of is word painting there, like falling down. And then at the part that is a, relève, relève, you can teach them about the accent grave, and that's the open E vowel, relève, as opposed to lève. I believe it should be Michaud est sur, he's on le dos, he's on his back. So it would be the mixed vowel there. That's hard to see because it's abbreviated SU apostrophe, but I believe it's Michaud est sur le dos. Fun songs. So let's look a little bit at some of the foreign language songs that I love. I was really trying not to make this video too long, but I can't help myself. So there are 4 French songs. Michaud is one of them. Another excellent song that you can use to introduce a nice legato line is Au clair de la lune. Lune. And you can teach them about the mixed vowel in French, the U, even though they don't have to worry about singing that in their technical exercises until later. U. So remember, to make the French mixed vowel inside of your mouth, you're saying an E, E, and then on the outside you just round your lips, and then you say them both at the same time. It's like mixing different colors together. Au clair de la lune, mon ami Pierrot, prête-moi ta plume pour écrire un mot. Ma chandelle est morte, je n'ai plus de feu. Ouvre-moi ta porte pour l'amour de Dieu. This is an excellent song for introducing French because it's very syllabic, but also for encouraging a nice, smooth legato line. Another song that's really nice for teaching phrasing and would be a really good challenge for a singer who wants to work on their upper range, or if you have a singer who has a super beautiful high tone, this will really highlight that. Sometimes when I'm almost asleep and I see the stars shining bright above, and they seem to say, we send you our love, and our watch will keep. When I'm almost asleep. Sustaining those D's over 4 measures is not going to be easy, but that would be a great challenge for a young singer. A few other seasonal songs that are nice. I mean, you could bring out, the Snowflake Song by Cyril Hampshire during the winter time. I watched a little snowflake come dancing from the sky. It looked at me a minute and fell right in my eye. That's a great song. The Rainbow is also lovely. There's a lot of songs about, nature. Teddy Bear's Picnic would be fun to talk about in the summertime when kids might be going into the woods. And what else? Ooh, Underwater. So this is one of my favorite songs by Lynn Marsh, who's a fantastic British composer. I have a few of her books, and Underwater would be great for a student who really likes musical theater. It has a musical theater song, and I apologize for singing it with such a, pseudo-classical tone here. If your student loves The Little Mermaid or Fish, they're going to love it. Underwater, there's a crab in a cave. Watch him scuttle to and fro. See the seaweed give a dance and a wave as the tide begins to flow. Underwater is a world to explore. There the fish are swimming free. Treasures adorable song. There are 2 Italian songs in the preparatory book. Love using these to teach Italian. You might think one of your first songs for, teaching Italian is the 24 Italian art songs and arias. Well, that just won't work for a younger student. Too many complications. Very simple melodies here allow you to teach some of the challenges of putting together multiple vowels on a single note. And this song, which is called Winter is Gone, also is kind of a seasonal song. L'inverno l'è passato. You could definitely use this to introduce the concept of doubled consonants, dentalized consonants. You can have the students underline some of the doubled consonants and teach them about the k sound versus the ch sound. And this is another great one for going up into the upper range. L'inverno l'è passato, aprile non c'è più, e maggio è ritornato al canto del cucù, cucù, cucù. Aprile non c'è più, e maggio è ritornato al canto del cucù. Adorable song. There's another verse in Italian and 2 verses in English. So some of these songs you could encourage the students to sing 1 verse in English, 1 verse in Italian. Farfallina Bella Bianca would be again great for teaching a student how to execute an octave, an ascending octave, and to deal with some of the Italian diction, the doubled consonants, farfallina, bella e bianca, vola vola e mai si stanca. Lots of doubled consonants in the verses. Farfallina, bella e bianca, vola vola e mai si stanca, vola qua, vola là, poi sul fior si poserà. There are 3 verses in Italian, which is a great challenge, and also 3 verses in English, written by the fabulous Dr. Victoria Holland, who was the main editor and compiler of the series. I should mention also that Linda Fletcher was also one of the editors and compilers, and some of her songs and arrangements are wonderful songs are found throughout. So I think we're coming to an end here with some of the songs. So 4 French songs, 2 Italian, 2 Spanish. Ooh, the birthday song, 2 Spanish and 1 German. I'll get to the German. We don't want to leave German for last. Las mañanitas. Estas son las mañanitas que cantaba el rey David. Hoy por ser tu cumpleaños te la cantamos a ti. Despierta, mi bien, despierta. Mira que amaneció. Ya los pajaritos cantan, la luna ya se metió. So, nice melody. Would be great for a first Spanish song for a student. As you'll see when I introduce some of the subsequent levels, in level 1 there's a Spanish song, so maybe this song would help set your level 1 student up for being successful in a foreign language. There is 1 German song, and I applaud any voice teacher who wants to take on German with this age. But honestly, if I had an older student who had not done German before, and I have a fair number of students who are new to German, I might use this as an introductory piece. So maybe a level 3 or level 4 student, I might say, you know what, let's go to that preparatory German song, because I think that'd be great for you. I will try this in German, just a little bit of it. This is the little folk song from Hansel and Gretel. Süße, liebe Süße war raschelt im Stroh. Die Gänse gehen barfuß und haben kein Schuh. Der Schuster hat's leider kein Leisten dazu. Drum kann den Gässlein auch machen kein Schuh. I think this would be great in English or German. We are coming to the end of my review of the 2019 Preparatory book for voice. There are 23 songs, 9 songs in foreign languages, French, Spanish, Italian, German. There's some wonderful folk songs, lots of songs to get your singers involved. And one last thing that you could use is, this is a great sight reading book for some of your older students. Certainly you could have your younger students sight read these melodies, but I've been teaching a sight reading boot camp this week for my students who are in high school and who struggle with sight reading, and I pulled this book out and made them sight read some of the melodies on solfege, and it was a really great challenge for them. So I hope that this was helpful. You can email me anytime with questions about any of the specific songs, or if you are ever looking for recommendations for songs for your students, I am more than happy to help. Thanks again for watching. Visit me on www.traceyfordvoice.com.